Hello viewers. Rights of children with disabilities related to education. Idula workshop yete tourist lodge Dimapur de loi ase aro edu toile Prodigals home khan bra organize kure ase. Office of the Commissioner for a Person with Disabilities Nagaland Kohima ta khan bra support kuri gina loi ase to IB to laga workshop opor sai sabo.
I was there when you drew the thread of life. I could hear your voice the first time that you cried. And though you couldn't see me, I was very near. There is something now that I want you to hear. You will always be a child in my eyes. When you need some love, my arms are open wide. And even when you're growing old, I hope you realize you will always be a child in my eyes.
Something very big issues now in every society is not only in our state, not only in India, but the whole of the world has been raising these issues as one of the major issues in the world. In Nagaland, education is also one of the sector. Disability issue is one of the biggest issue even in Nagaland, especially when even we talk about this education. So the government has been making some changes here and there, like Madam has mentioned, here and there, some other sections, they are also promoting these things. Inclusive educations, they are giving up, they are delivering the content of inclusive educations wherever they touch or wherever they have access to. So the first thing is the access to information. Access to information is something is very, very, very important. Whether it is in the education sector, whether it is in health or wherever the section may be, we have to give wide publicity of the information. We need to circulate information to the public so that it reaches from the top to the bottom level in the community at the same time in the department. So these disseminations of informations is very, very important, and then this is something our department is also failing from their parts as we see. So this is something very important. The information related to educational privilege and opportunity for persons with disability doesn't reach to the children with disability and their families. So this is one of the biggest issues. This is why the parents, the families of children with disabilities, they are not coming out from their homes for education. And then another one is admission. Admission is one very, very important thing to start a formal education in this school. So this, when we talk about the admission, there has been a numerous, uncountable denial of admissions in the schools. This is just because the school is not accessible. The school doesn't have accessible buildings. The school doesn't have an accessible campus. The school doesn't have special educators. The headmistress or the headmaster of the school is willing to give the admission to the child, but the teachers will go against that admission because the burdens comes to the teachers, and the teachers are reluctant to take care of those children.
Ma'am Ajila workshop opor olop koi dibo.
Ajila workshop it's on education for children with disabilities. Why we are having this workshop is people with disabilities, people who live with disabilities, then children with disabilities, bacha kan enega disabled hua kan do bishi bar sob they like in all aspects of life, na, be it in education, in sports, na hole bi health, they hole bi in all aspects of life they tend to get excluded. They are not counted, na, tai kan koti ki kore ase ki hoy ase kun bi na jane laga enega hoi jai. Etu karne education is such an important sector where we need inclusion. Sob manubi itu disabled manubi sob equal citizens ase na mokan itu disabled ase non-disabled ase iku itu to all of that the difference is in the way we function only. There's nothing wrong with being disabled, and disabled people, they have a right to all these, all these things: education, health, social security, everything. So, education too, it's something so important. The education, employment laga kotha koi, employment dibo lage, reservation kuri dibo lage. Itia to reservation, 4% reservation in education. Itu to implement kura se mokan la state te. Only be education nai, education, the required qualification. Itu nai koile to aru reservation kuri thakele bi ki kuribo jagana compete bi kuribo na pare itu karne education is such an important thing that we really have to work on. So we are trying to work, we want to work with the education department to make sure that the system becomes inclusive. Itu sob manu bi ahigena ekelogot classroom para puribo paria laga. Itu tu mokan sob manu ekelogot kam kurigina itu kuribo lage. Itu karne itu workshop to aji ahigena inga ki ase challenges kan ki ase problems kan ki ase mokan aru ki kurigina forward jabo lage. Itu laga aji to workshop to itu karne he kurise. This workshop it has been very good because participation has been manubishi ahigina bi participate bi kurubo parise. Then itu mokanla education department, school education department itu officials bi mokanla deputy director bi ahigina mokanla itu kotha koakan mokanla problems thakakan, issues thakakan, special educators kan ite field te kam kurakan. Itu kan bi takan sob bi takanla problems kan ki face kure on an everyday basis, in education ki face kura se challenges ase itu kan to kotha kan to sob itu share kuri loise na. So tai bi mokanla state government bi they have been cooperating with us mokan logot kam kurina kiniga kuribo itu tu takan bi bishi support to dia se. That I will say they are supporting us also. The only thing to do is for everyone, all the sectors, be it the private sector, the government sector, the departments concerned, the various organizations, itu kan sob bi mokan sob nijor ke aru bi educate korina, learn more, what needs to be done, ki ase challenges kan, ki step loile bhalobo. Itu kan the more we learn, the more action we can take, the more changes we can bring about. So aji tu mokan manu bishi bi ahise aru kotha bishi bhal enega na itu kan sob share kobo parise. The deputy director also has given his commitment that the taibi jaigena itu department logot kotha kurigina aru bi collaborate kurigina kurubule taila commitment bi dise. So I am confident that itu workshop too, it will go a long way in creating changes and bringing about changes in our education system.
Acha ma'am, comparing to other states, ini Mohalla Nagaland do physically disabled thaka kan bi bishi ase holi bi kun bi itu ke importance na di kun ba parents kan do janiwole dibole mon na society de inya la se to itu kan opor apni ko koles na na
itu poila barana iman stigma discrimination aru kobumon na hua na itu biya ekta nisna hoigina bacha kan bi disabled thagile bi parents kan family kan bi koboli bi mon nai itu moila bacha disabled ase itu bi kobo mon nai ta kan ge bahadi bi ahibo na par mon nai enega case to bishi thage itu poila barana disabled hwa do kiba biya ase enegala kotha ba bia tu manu bishi thake do itu karne enega bi thakabi ajikali bi enega thakabi manu bishi ase itu karne moi ini kobo mona disability aru disabled hwa laga tu iku bia laga kotha na hoy na nothing. It is just that we are different na moi moila wheelchair cholai to itu tu moi do manu nishna enega moila theng cholai gina walk kurubo na pare bara moila wheelchair cholai moila wheelchair tu moila theng hoise do. So there's nothing to be ashamed about na itu sorom lagi bole iku kam bi nai itu message to moi dibo mon ase itu parents kan ge bi caregivers kan family kan ge na itu disabled hwa do iku there's nothing to be ashamed about sorom ho bole iku kam bi nai ulabi manu logon milabi bacha kan ge bi school te jabo dibi school de dibo lagya kan school de jagna puribo na parigina thagile to government ke bi press korina itu kuri dibo lage moila bacha kan bi jagna puribo lage itu to manu voice to bishi hoile to government bi mokhanla voice to hunigina changes kanto arubi bishi kurigina so manubi eke logot disabled holibi non disabled holibi eke logot bhal society hoigina enega together progressing together growing together do development bi sob manu karne hoigina enega jai thaga itu hobole itu mohan kam to itu ase aro ine itu kobomon iku sorom hobole kam nai ulabi একে লগত না বাচ্চা খানকে বি স্কুল দিয়ে যাব দিবি না বাচ্চা খানকে জায়গা না মানুষ লগত খেলিব দিবি মানুষ লগত মিলিব দিবি চার্চ তে যাবি না একু সরম হবলে কাম নাই না ইটু ডিসেবিলিটি টু there's nothing to be ashamed about disability when it comes to education you know for children with disabilities and all more can বেশি এতিয়া বি we have a long way to go more kan la workshop te bi more kan beshi tu kotha tu kurise etu first of all the schools compounds accessible na hoy ine the physical accessibility itu can be nai bishibardo facilities like accessible toilets for example you know going to the toilet itu kan to it's a sob manubi itu to kuribo lage to na itu school le jabo to 3-4 hours 4-5 hours school le thakibo toilet te jabo la paria laga facility kan nai gule to kun jage na puribo paribo so enega facilities kan nai accessibility kan itu kan it's still very poor it's improving it's happening action be loigna bi ase to do I will admit that little small actions are being taken but we still have a long way to go then again you know that trained teachers can be nai itu special educators kan la kotha bishi koi mo kan holi bi special educators ekla na hoy special education jagina puri gina itu la degree pai gina ahina kam kora do ekta ase holibi sob manu teachers kan general teachers kan bi sob manu bi itu laga de itu kiniga children with disabilities kan ta kan la needs kan janigna ta kan ge support dibo itu tu sob manu bi janibo lage to general teachers kan bi na so iniga trained teachers kan nai accessibility kan is still very poor then mo kan la system to be curriculum kan kiniga kurigina itu adjust kurigina because there are different categories of disabilities so sob mandu tu eke kuna curriculum to puribo na paribo na so itu kan bi adjust koribo lage itu kan itia bi bishi mo kan kuribo lage কাম বেছি কৰিব লাগে আছে এটো কাৰণে এটো খান আজি লা ইন্টেনশন টু এটো খান কথা কৰি না আস্তে বাৰা slowly we have to start taking action in all these aspects of education so that mokanla children with disabilities eto bacha kan disability thaka bacha kan bi kon bi no one is denied their right to education
তো ভিউয়ার্স আপনিয়ান সব দেখি পাইছে আজিলা প্রোগ্রাম দো আর আজিলা প্রোগ্রাম দে কিনট এড্রেস দিয়া লাগা দিহতো নাক্রো স্টেট কমিশনার ফর পারসন উইথ ডিসএবিলিটিস নাগাল্যান্ড তাইলো দিবি কথা কইছে আর তাইরা আজি লাগা ওয়ার্কশপ অপরে কথা করা দো পিপল উইথ ডিসএবিলিটিস তাইখান কারণে থাকিছে আর ইদু দো রিগার্ডিং দ্য রিলেটেড টু এডুকেশন ইদু থাকিছে আর তাইরা কোয়া দো ডিসএবল হবি আর নন ডিসএবল হবি দোকান সবতে স্পেশালি ইন এডুকেশন সেক্টর ইদু দো সবকে একিনস না ইকুয়াল রাইটস দিব লাগি আর ইদুকে inclusion lagi kwa laga opor da aji do workshop rakha laga thakise to ita karni mane for more news and update keep watching global window